All praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Yakar Kodesh, the Blanas to the elders and apostles of great and stone. Shalom to the elect, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, with over receiving mercy of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahushai is the name of his only begotten Son. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the scriptures. I want to make it known that the RFID magnitude is the MOTB. The miracle drug is the precursor to the MOTB. Yahweh Shai, whom dwelling in called Jesus, is about to make his return upon the earth to deliver his elect and to pour out judgment as it is written. So right now, as you can see, people are literally losing their wits, and the time is not chaotic as yet, because you still have somewhat of normalcy taking place, you know. You still can pay your bills, still going to work. The thing what affect people right now is the devaluing of their money, their currency, the inflation, the cost of food, the high cost of living. But we're in a time in which people are going on survival mode. And listen to this video and observe the title of it. Survival mode has begun. Be ready for huge surprises. And I have a lot of surprises in store. So I'm going to run this clip so you have an understanding of what he's speaking on. I'll just dive into the scriptures with the hope that this is edifying.
In case of unforeseen events. So, without further ado, fasten your pants and let's get started. Amid the growing trepidation surrounding the prevailing global debt crisis, a mounting sense of concern has swept over the populace with regards to the state of the economy and the quality of living conditions. Astute analysts, attuned to the intricacies of fiscal matters, are openly acknowledging the forthcoming exacerbation of economic turmoil, prompting them to diligently equip themselves with the strategies essential for navigating the impending specter of a formidable economic downturn, reminiscent of the historical Great Depression. In the eventuality that circumstances do indeed take a turn for the worse, it would be prudent to adopt a stance of preparedness. As such, it becomes imperative to delve into the realm of foresight and explore 9 fundamental methodologies aimed at ensuring survival.
You know what I'm saying? Jump into the realm of foresight, meaning you are prepared for future event, meaning that you are being prudent. And a lot of people are not prudent. They don't understand how serious at times they're in. They're not knowing that the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is upon the earth. It might not look so to most, but it is. And the Lord that will pour out his wrath. The scripture make mention of the prudent foreseeing the evil and hide it himself, and the simple pass on and are punished. And majority of these so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are simple, as it is written in Proverbs, the first chapter. How long ye simple ones will ye love simplicity? You know what? Let's go for that precept and not butcher it. Just quick. This is Proverbs 1 and roughly 23. No, it's 22. It says, how long is simple ones will ye love simplicity, and the scorner delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Because this thing that we have been saying for so long, telling you about society collapsing, because they need to bring this chaos so that they can bring the solution for this chaos, which is going to be normalization, as they call it, the various stages of ideological subversion, which is destabilizing, demoralizing, chaos, and normalization. And in order to bring this new world where them have planned, they have to get rid of the old. And we have been declaring these things for decades now, telling you about sustainable development, Vision 2030, Agenda 21, the total reset, climate change narratives. So all their plans we have been declaring in the years of these so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But what you do when we're declaring these things? You walk by, some laugh, some scoff, some mock, because everything is a joke until it's not. And people are come to the realization very soon of what we have been saying. So let's remember this clip.
Ensuring survival during the impending epoch of economic uncertainty. 1. The imperative of amassing sustenance. In this milieu of uncertainty, sustenance emerges as an unequivocal essential. It is of paramount importance to eschew the plight of the panicked masses scurrying to secure provisions in the 11th hour. Alarming revelations gleaned from recent studies paint a disconcerting picture. A significant portion of households find themselves ill-equipped, lacking the means to sustain themselves for a mere 4 weeks. The impetus, therefore, lies in steering clear of the ignominious ranks of statistics through the mindful accumulation of sustenance.
See him say? You have a couple of people now they can't even sustain for a couple of weeks. But the thing is, those people that can sustain for those duration of time, people that can't survive are going to kick down them door. Because they're not going to regard them kings nor princes as written in 2 verse 15. Them are go hungry. They want to provide for them family. If not, they want food for themselves. Your own neighbor, your friend, as you would call him. The scripture tells you in 2 Corinthians 6 says, then shall the sown place appear and sown on the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. That is at an instant, yeah. Especially when society collapses, you're going to have a lot of looting. But after that, looting and all, there won't be any more shelves to loot. All of the provisions, Una stocked them up already, are finished. Because as I always said, family is going to be one of the main catalysts of civil unrest, civil disorder. But no one do pay attention when the prophets are declaring these things. And this is the reason why Yahweh Shai I declare this. This is Isaiah 65 verse 12. Therefore remember therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I speak, ye did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Therefore, Thus saith Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but he shall be hungry. Okay, so when I'm talking about food, things to sustain them. The thing is, without trusting worldly preparation, yeah, we trust in preparing in the spirit, laying up treasures in the heavens, studying, drawing closer to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, preaching this word, yeah, hasten the end of this society. So read once more. Behold, my servant shall eat, but he shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but he shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but he shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but he shall cry for sorrow of heart, and old for vexation of spirit. And in that time, a lot of people is going to be vexed, and spirit is going to be vexed, yeah? Because enough people not going to know where the next meal will come from. And that's a hard thing to digest, yeah? So going back to this clip.
Statistics through the mindful accumulation of sustenance. 2. A reservoir of pristine aquatic resources. While the human body may exhibit an astonishing resilience in the face of food scarcity, its relationship with water is an altogether different narrative. The human composition boasts a composition that comprises no less than 80% water, an immutable testament to its foundational significance. It behooves individuals to consider the bleak prospect of a disruption in the water supply to their abodes. Thus, the adage, hope for the best, prepare for the worst, resonates profoundly, as safeguarding against an unforeseen emergency necessitates the strategic stockpiling of water reserves. Before I continue the video,
And if you're taking a lot of these proper videos, this is the narrative that they're pushing you. And the thing is, them see the economical collapse coming. Some say the civil unrest brewing. Some plan for unforeseen weather phenomenon. But Yahweh Shem Yahushua foretold these things by his prophets, as it is written in Jeremiah 28 verse 8, that the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries and great kingdoms, of war and of pestilence and of evils. Now we are here doing the same through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, telling you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans to repent, turn to your power before it's too late. Because you're going to have a time in which you're going to seek the Lord. And the Lord will not answer your call. Because as it is written in Isaiah 65 that I just read, when the Lord called, he did not answer. When he speak, he did not listen. But he did evil before his eyes. Going after your fleshly desires, believing the philosophies of this world, not understanding what the truth is. It's written in Romans 13 verse 11, says, high time to awake out of sleep. You just look on the society, look on the world in general. You're not seeing what's coming? So, going into Proverbs. This is Proverbs 1 verse 25. But he hath set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh. They were none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. So the Lord left them over to their own devices there. Because you're in the time in which the Lord is calling out to you so-called Negroes, He's going to Native Americans day unto day. But people not regard it, yeah. So this is the final that I want to say, Kalalal, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kodash, Shalom.